Good evening, everyone. This is Lynn Grabowski, and welcome to our Xseed Executive Training Call. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, and I'm happy to be with you and really look forward to sharing a few things with you tonight. If you don't know me, let me just start off by saying that I have been in the health and wellness industry for over 38 years, and I've been in the network marketing industry for over 35 years. I was with one company for 27 of those 35 years, and I really believe in this business. I believe in network marketing. I believe in the entire plan that can be set out for you to truly learn how you can live the life of your dreams. You see, in network marketing, you own your own life. You decide when you're going to go to work, how many hours you choose to work, where you want to work, and who you want to work with. And when I was young, I decided that when I had children, I never wanted to have to leave them with a babysitter or leave them at home when I went to an 8-hour-a-day job. And I decided at a young age of about 18 that I would find a way. I started my first network marketing business when I was 19 years old and became very successful in network marketing, became a six-figure earner with a company that I was with for over 27 years, traveled the world, took my children to over 27 countries around the world. We've had an amazing lifestyle and opportunity because of network marketing. So I would like to share with you a few of the tips that I have learned in those years and a few things that I feel really help to create a synergistic, very strong business. You see, I felt like my business was my family. And I felt like whenever I did something, my family followed. So I wanted to always make sure, number one, that everything I did and everything that my group saw me do was ethical and above board. You see, unfortunately, in the multi-level marketing world and in the direct selling world, there happens to be quite a few unscrupulous people with selling tactics that sometimes are not real honest because they are about only recruiting for the buck. They are about getting those fast start bonuses. They aren't in the business for a lifetime. They're in the business for a short time. When I said I was with one company for 27 years, most people don't even stay with the same job for 27 years. They change jobs, they change friends, they really don't commit. So, number one, I want to really say, be ethical when you're building your business. Despite the pressures of these people that are saying, come with me because I have the biggest, best thing on the market today. Come with me because my company did so many millions of dollars in the last few years. You know, those are empty promises. I don't care what a company has done in the last few years. It's what a company has done and what a company plans and how they treat their distributors, the honesty and the integrity of the ownership that matters. How many of you have been promised something and you have seen that those promises are not fulfilled? My husband and I were just talking tonight about that. You know, we're Facebook friends with a lot of people. We're part of a lot of different network marketing associations, and that's one of the things that come across the board over and over and over, is that the reason network marketing gets a bad name is because of the lack of ethics of many people in the field today. One of the reasons that we got involved with Xseed Health is because we knew John DeVries for the past 3 years. We know his work ethic. We know that he spends hours upon hours upon hours making things better for us. He makes product better. He makes compensation better. He makes distributors happier. He listens with 2 ears and makes the changes because he sees what might need to be changed. So don't listen to empty promises, and for heaven's sakes, don't be one of those people who make empty promises. Work your business with ethics, honesty, and integrity, because when you do that, you will build a business that will last you more than a year or 2. You will build a foundation that is cement blocks that cannot be shook. And remember, number 2 is to sponsor. Don't recruit. This is another part of the ethics of network marketing. People who just recruit are just looking at incentives. They're looking at the quick money. But people who sponsor because they are setting aside time to train the people who have joined them in their business. They want success for their group. In fact, I've said it many times, I'll say it again tonight. I don't believe that we have an upline and a downline in network marketing. I believe we have a support line and a success line. Our support line are the people above us who are going to give us support. And the people that which we sponsor are our success line, because we are partly responsible for their success, and their success will bless us as well. So your support line is that person who sponsored you, and your success line are those people in which you sponsor. Set time aside to meet with those people, learn what their life is about, learn what their goals are. Really create the partnership, that friendship, that familyhood that truly shows you care, and that they aren't just another distributor in your business, but they are a part. They are a partner. They are part of everything that you're planning for the future. Incorporate them, include them, and let them be a part of your business on an inside level. Another thing that's so important that I feel is what has given me so much success in network marketing is to make sure you have a product you love. Now, I know that there are products in our Xseed product line that you might love more than another. You might absolutely love vanilla caramel swirl infused and not so much the caramel roca. Or maybe you love our fresh, our green drink, and maybe you're not a real fan of the vanilla caramel roca. It doesn't matter. But find a product that you're passionate about and do your research on that product. Because when you're passionate about that product, your passion speaks louder than words. Last week I talked about your self-confidence, and this goes along with it. When you're passionate about your product, your self-confidence raises. And when your self-confidence is very high, nobody can burst your bubble. And you'll find that building your business, sharing with your support group and your success group is so much more effective, because when people see your passion and your excitement, they want to be a part of it too. And as they become a part of it, they become passionate as well. So it's a domino effect. Remember, you're the leader of your group, and In network marketing, it is about duplication. It is about following the leader. So when you set high value, high ethical standards, honesty, respect, edification, and you show your group how to edify their group, how to be a part of the group and grow that group, and how to be passionate and excited about their business is going to naturally grow. Another thing that's so important is don't keep what you're doing a secret. Make an effort to share your product every day. And some people, it's very interesting, they get into this business and they have these huge dreams for about 2 weeks. And they talk to everybody in 2 weeks. And then they say, I don't have anybody else to talk to. And that's so not true, because if you're in line at the grocery store waiting for your turn, you always have a stranger to talk to. There's been many books written about network marketing that talk about, the 1 foot rule. If they're 1 foot within reach, grab them and talk to them. If, there's the 5-minute presentation where you can sit down with someone and show them on a napkin in 5 minutes how they can be successful in this business. There's all types of ways to promote your business, but the key is consistency. Do something for your business every day. If it's sharing the product by giving a sample, if it's inviting the neighbor over to taste your product, if it's having a tasting party at your home, if it's posting on some of your social media tools, it doesn't matter how you do it, but do it consistently. Do it every day. Make sure that every single day you are promoting your business. Now, why do I say that and why am I adamant about that? Because if you do that every day for 1 year, if every day, 365 days in 1 year, you talk to someone about what you have to offer, either in the health aspect or the financial aspect, how would you like that 1 year to totally change your life? Now tell me, at the job you're working at right now, you've probably been working there more than a year. Do you expect your life to change at the end of that year that you've worked that job? Probably not. You might be lucky if you get a raise, a 50-cent an hour raise. But is that going to be life-changing? Probably not. Do you realize that if you spent a year building your business, your annual income could quickly become your monthly income? That's how this works. The duplication system of 2 times 2 makes 4, and 2 times 4 makes 8, and 2 times 8 makes 16, and that duplication, it's the penny a day doubled every day. Now, I could give you $1 million right now, or I could offer you a penny doubled every day for the next 30 days. And which would you take? The $1 million sounds pretty good, but how would you like $10 million if we doubled that penny every day? Now, imagine that for 365 days. Even imagine it if you did it 300 days out of the year. Make an effort every single day to duplicate yourself, to find someone who wants to partake in your product or in your business or both. A good thing to do is to have a goal to book at least 3 tasting parties. Make sure that you have 3 tasting parties on your schedule at all times. Now, that might be 3 in a week if you can fit that in. It might be 3 in a month if that's better for you right now. But at all times when you look at your monthly calendar, there needs to be at least 3 tasting parties on your calendar. This is part of duplication. You're showing your success team how to do it. You're showing them that they're not going to sit at home and watch American Idol and become a millionaire. They won't, I guarantee it. But if they will put 3 tasting parties on their calendar in a month, if they will talk about their product or business every day, 5 days a week, I guarantee that if they do that and are consistent with that their life will change. So you have to be the leader. You have to be the example. You have to show them how it's done, because if you don't do it, they won't do it. That means they won't have success, and neither will you. Educate yourself on different ways to market. That's another thing that's really important. I have to say that in all of my years of experience in network marketing, I can tell you some things that work and some things that don't work. And, it's really interesting how in our field of health and wellness, it seems like the first thing everyone thinks of is they're going to talk to their chiropractor, they're going to talk to their doctor, they're going to talk to the girl that is or guy that's their personal trainer at the gym. They want to make sure that they are talking to a business owner. They're thinking really, really big. Because they're thinking, if I talk to my personal trainer and she's incorporating Infuse into her program, she's going to get her 30 clients on it, and bada boom, I got a big business. Now let me tell you, if you want to work hard, that's the way to do it. But if you want to work smart, the best thing to do is to find yourself a mom who doesn't want to leave her kids. Find yourself a dad who needs extra income for his household. Find yourself a college student who really wants to pay for their education and soon will find out that they can make millions of dollars in network marketing and that college education can wait a little while. I'm not saying they don't need it. I'm just saying that they can pay for their college instead of getting student loans. Because that person, that trainer at the gym already has set ideas on what she's going to give all of her clients. And she's going to put you through the ringer on what you are bringing her. How much money is she going to make? What's the product compared to? How much can she buy it for? How much can she sell it for? You know what? You're going to spend a lot of time trying to convince that chiropractor or that personal trainer. Now, every now and then you get lucky. Every now and then your chiropractor or your personal trainer has enough trust in you that they're going to say, I believe in you and I'm going to do it. Now, that's where your self-confidence comes in, because if you go in to that person that's professional and you tell them that you have something dynamic and amazing and you're excited and energetic about it, they might listen to you. But if you go in and you're brand new and you don't know all of the answers to those questions that they're going to give you, wait. Don't go to them first. Go to the people that you know, believe in you, trust you, and want to hear what you have to say. Also go to the people that you know support you in your decisions to change your life. Because these are the people that are going to help you spread the word, the people that already trust you. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Some of those people that are going to give you the roughest times are going to be your family, because maybe they've seen you do something like this before, because most of us have. And maybe they've seen that you didn't maybe make as much money as you thought, or that you didn't stick to it. So that's where I honestly believe talking to your neighbor first, talking to someone at work, talking to your children's parents, children's friends' parents, getting into the parent groups at the soccer game or the parent groups at the choir meetings or whatever your kids are involved with. Talk to your friends, talk to your kids' friends' parents. Get into those groups of where people know you, but it's not your family that, again, you're trying to convince. I can guarantee you most of my business builders from my first business were built around my social network of friends. In other words, my daughter's friends' parents when we were waiting for the kids at dance lessons or at swim meets, and we were talking as they would say, "What is that you're drinking? What is that T-shirt you have on and that name? I've never heard of that." Brand yourself. Have Xseed Health on your hat, on your T-shirt, on your backpack. Have it where people say, "What is Xseed Health? That sounds interesting." So really be aware that people are looking and people are wondering, what is it that you're doing? People used to say to me, what is it that you do that you're always available to be at all the swim meets or to run the snack bar at the kids' school? How come you're on every field trip? What is it that you do that your business allows you to drive that really nice car and still be at your kids' school all the time? It was a perfect opportunity for me to say, I own my own life. I own my own business. I'm an executive in network marketing. Now, if you've never heard of Eric Worre, I strongly recommend that you get the book called Go Pro by Eric Worre, a very short, simple explanation of how important it is to look at network marketing as a profession, not as a part-time hope I make it business, but as a profession. There are network marketing professionals today that are making more money than doctors and attorneys and actors and actresses. There are more millionaires made in network marketing than in any other profession in the world. Did you know that? You can be a part of it. What sets one apart from another in success is only one thing: consistency. Being consistent every day in sharing what you love, what you're passionate about, and sharing it to the degree that the person you're talking to believes they can do it too. Having self-confidence in yourself and having self-confidence, or sharing with that person how their self-confidence in themselves can make them a millionaire, can make them really successful in this type of business. So be genuine. Listen to people's needs. This is so important. Be a good listener. God gave you one mouth and two ears for a reason. You should listen twice as much as you talk. Listen to people's needs. Listen to what they want. What's missing in their life? That's something I always have been adamant about, fulfilling needs. If a person is not dealing with health in a way that they want to, in other words, if they're struggling with their health needs, if they're struggling with their weight, if all they talk about is the fact that they're unhealthy, they're in pain, or they're too fat, then I'm going to listen to that. If all I hear about is that their car's broken down, they have not enough money to pay their bills, they're going to have to move because they can't afford the rent, then I'm going to address that. And so listen to their needs and then answer their needs. Again, stay ethical. Don't make a bunch of empty promises. Tell them if they're willing to put in some time and effort that they will be given what they are looking for financially and in health, because you can answer their needs if they're willing to meet you halfway and put in what they need to put in for success. Always, always be a friend first. Be a friend first and let them see how you are there with them to help support them in their dreams, in their desires, and in their success. When you truly show that you care, their loyalty to you will last, and it will continue to duplicate. I see so many people today switching and jumping from one company to another. Why? Because there's no loyalty. Why? Because the success team did not feel that their support team was there for them 100%. So if you've sponsored someone, they're your responsibility. And that means that they should feel a loyalty from you that will keep them with you for as long as that company is there. When I left my company that I was with for 27 years, I have to tell you, it hurt that company that I was with. The fallout was incredible. Why? Because for 27 years, I stood tall in that company. People listened to me. People believed in me. They watched me, watched my children, watched us grow with that company. And they knew that I wouldn't leave that company unless there was a good reason for it. So it created a lot of question. Those people were loyal. They were loyal because we became a family. We trusted one another. So if you want success in this business, you treat your success team like family, and their loyalty to you will be indefinite. I hope you have a great evening tonight. Be blessed. I hope you'll join us for the Xseed Opportunity Call tomorrow night. Start right now with every single day talking to someone about Xseed Health. Start building your business strong now. Get ready for the changes that we're going to be making on March 1st because it's going to be really big. You are in the right place at the right time. Don't miss out on this change and on this amazing announcement that we're going to be making. Join me every morning, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our Xseed Everyday Call, and get your day started off right with some inspiration and motivation. This is Lynn Grabowski saying good night for now. We'll talk to you soon, and have a blessed evening. Bye now.